Have you ever wondered why some of the wealthiest and most famous people still struggle with anxiety and dissatisfaction? If money and status were the key to happiness, why do so many successful individuals feel empty inside? In this video, we explore a fundamental Buddhist teaching. True inner peace does not come from material wealth or social recognition but from understanding and letting go. The Buddha himself was born into royalty, yet he renounced his palace life to seek a deeper, lasting peace. His wisdom continues to reveal why external achievements can never provide true contentment. What you'll discover in this video: why money and fame often lead to more stress, not peace, the illusion of success, and why it fails to bring lasting happiness, how to cultivate inner peace and mindfulness despite external circumstances, practical Buddhist principles to free yourself from endless desire and anxiety. If you've ever felt that material success isn't enough, this video will give you the clarity and tools to find real peace and happiness. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe money can bring happiness? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on Buddhist wisdom and mindfulness. Why material wealth cannot bring inner peace. Many people believe that having more money will make them happy. Society tells us that success is measured by wealth, luxury, and status. But is that really true? Can material possessions bring lasting happiness and inner peace? Buddhism teaches that true peace does not come from external things. While money can provide comfort and security, it cannot solve our inner struggles. Let's explore why material wealth can never bring lasting peace and how we can find real happiness through Buddhist wisdom. 1. Money only fulfills external needs, not inner peace. Money is useful. It allows us to buy food, a house, healthcare, and other necessities. But beyond meeting our basic needs, money does not guarantee happiness. Consider this: if money truly brought happiness, why do we see so many wealthy people suffering from anxiety, stress, and dissatisfaction? Many celebrities and successful entrepreneurs have everything that society admires, yet they feel lost, empty, or even depressed. Buddha taught that happiness comes from within, not from external sources. No matter how much wealth we have, if our minds are restless, we will always feel unsatisfied. 2. The more you have, the more you worry. Having money can create fear of loss. When someone becomes wealthy, they often develop a deep fear of losing what they have. They start worrying about investments, business risks, economic downturns, and even betrayal from others. This cycle of desire never ends. First, we want to be financially stable. Then we want to be rich. Once we are rich, we want more power or influence. There is always something else to chase. As Buddha said, desire is the root of suffering. Instead of bringing peace, wealth often creates a mindset of never having enough. We keep seeking more, believing that the next achievement, the next purchase, or the next level of success will finally bring satisfaction. But it never does. 3. Temporary pleasure versus lasting happiness. Material things provide temporary pleasure, not lasting happiness. The excitement of a new car, a bigger house, or designer clothes fades over time. Once the excitement wears off, we start looking for the next thing to fill the emptiness. Buddhism teaches that attachment to material things leads to suffering. The moment we attach our happiness to an object, a status, or a lifestyle, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Everything in life is impermanent. Possessions break, money fluctuates, and success can fade. The Buddha compared this to drinking salty water. The more we drink, the thirstier we become. Chasing material happiness is like chasing the horizon. It can never be reached. For the illusion of success and social validation in today's world, many people seek validation through wealth. Social media, advertising, and cultural values often create the illusion that being rich equals being happy. But appearances can be deceiving. Many wealthy people struggle with loneliness, depression, and a lack of true connection. Relationships based on money are often superficial and conditional. When money is gone, so are the so-called friends. Buddhism reminds us that true fulfillment comes from within, not from social status. Chasing external validation only deepens insecurity because it places our self-worth in the hands of others. Instead, the key to lasting happiness is self-awareness, inner peace, and detachment from material illusions. 5. Finding true inner peace beyond wealth. If money doesn't bring peace, then what does? Buddhism offers a different path. gratitude, appreciating what we have rather than always wanting more. Mindfulness, living in the present moment instead of worrying about the future. Simplicity, realizing that true joy comes from less, not more. Compassion, finding happiness in kindness and helping others. Detachment, understanding that nothing lasts forever, so we let go of excessive attachment. The Buddha said, "No wealth is greater than inner peace." True peace comes when we stop chasing things outside ourselves and start looking within. When we let go of endless desires, we free ourselves from stress and suffering. Choose inner peace over material obsession. Material wealth is not evil, it has its purpose. But making it the center of our happiness is a mistake. If we base our inner peace on material things, we will always feel restless, anxious, and unsatisfied. Fame and power. The trap of inner restlessness. Many people believe that fame and power bring success, respect, and fulfillment. Society glorifies those who rise to the top, celebrities, politicians, business leaders, making it seem as if their lives are perfect. But beneath the surface, fame and power often come with intense pressure, competition, and fear of losing status. Buddhism teaches that true peace cannot be found in external achievements. The pursuit of fame is like chasing a shadow. It is never enough, and it constantly slips away. Even the most powerful people are not free from suffering. Let's explore why fame and power often become traps of anxiety, and how we can break free from this illusion. 1. The burden of fame and the fear of losing it. At first, fame feels like a reward. People admire you, doors open for opportunities, and life seems exciting. But as fame grows, so do expectations. Every action is judged, every mistake magnified, and every success must be followed by another. Celebrities and public figures often live under intense scrutiny. They fear losing their reputation, their influence, or the admiration of others. This leads to stress, anxiety, and a constant need to prove themselves. The pressure to stay relevant never ends. Buddhism teaches that attachment to status leads to suffering. The more we cling to our public image, the more fragile our happiness becomes. A mind that is always worried about approval can never be truly free. 2. Competition and envy. The endless race for more fame and power do not exist in isolation. They thrive in comparison. For someone to be at the top, others must be below. This creates a cycle of rivalry, ambition, and envy. Even those who achieve great success often feel insecure. They see younger, more talented competitors rising. They fear being replaced or forgotten. Instead of enjoying their achievements, they become trapped in an endless race for more recognition. Buddhism reminds us that nothing is permanent. Positions of power, fame, and influence will always change. If our happiness depends on being admired, we will suffer when that admiration fades. Instead of chasing external validation, inner peace comes from letting go of comparison and embracing self-awareness. 3. Loneliness at the top. The hidden cost of power. Many famous and powerful people experience deep loneliness. When someone reaches a position of influence, their relationships change. True friendships become rare. People may seek their company out of personal gain, not genuine connection. Trust becomes difficult. It's hard to know who is sincere and who has hidden motives. Isolation increases. The higher a person climbs in status, the more distant they often feel from others. Buddhism teaches that true happiness comes from meaningful relationships, not status. A person who has power but lacks love, compassion, and connection is not truly happy. The more we seek external validation, the further we drift from real human connection. For the illusion of control. Why power cannot bring peace. People often assume that power gives them control over life. But in reality, power creates more responsibilities, stress, and pressure. A ruler must worry about their kingdom. A CEO must make difficult decisions. A celebrity must maintain their image. More power often means more worries, not more peace. The Buddha, born as a prince, had access to unlimited luxury, influence, and authority. But he saw the truth. Power is an illusion. It does not protect us from suffering, sickness, aging, or death. That is why he renounced his royal life to seek enlightenment, a state of mind that is not dependent on wealth, fame, or status. 5. Breaking free. The path to true peace. So if fame and power do not bring peace, what does? Buddhism offers a different path: humility, recognizing that true worth is not based on external success; simplicity, letting go of unnecessary ambition and embracing a life of contentment; detachment, understanding that all things, including status and reputation, are temporary; compassion, focusing on helping others instead of seeking admiration; mindfulness, living in the present, free from fear of the future or regret about the past. The Buddha taught that real freedom comes when we release our attachment to external achievements. Instead of chasing status, we should cultivate inner wisdom and self-acceptance. Choosing inner peace over external illusions. Fame and power can bring temporary excitement, but they cannot provide lasting peace. They come with pressure, competition, loneliness, and fear. Instead of seeking happiness and recognition, we should focus on inner stability, wisdom, and compassion. True peace is not found in how others see us, but in how we see ourselves. The secret to finding peace in the present moment. Many people spend their lives searching for peace, believing it lies somewhere in the future, after they achieve success, accumulate wealth, or solve all their problems. But Buddhism teaches that true peace is not something we have to chase. It already exists in the present moment. When we are fully present, without clinging to the past or worrying about the future, we experience a deep sense of calm. Mindfulness is the key to unlocking this peace. It allows us to embrace each moment as it is, without resistance or attachment. In this article, we will explore how mindfulness, awareness of breath, and letting go of thoughts and emotions can help us discover the peace that has always been within us. 1. The illusion of future happiness. We are often conditioned to believe that happiness comes later, when we get a better job, find the right partner, or achieve a certain goal. This mindset keeps us trapped in endless striving. But the Buddha taught that clinging to the future is a source of suffering. The more we seek happiness outside of ourselves, the more we overlook the simple joys of the present moment. Think about it. When you drink a cup of tea but your mind is elsewhere, do you really enjoy it? When you are with loved ones but thinking about work, are you truly present? Peace is not something we need to earn, it is something we need to notice. 2. The power of mindfulness. Coming back to the present. Mindfulness, Chanim, is the practice of being fully aware of the present moment, without judgment. It is the ability to observe thoughts, emotions, and sensations as they arise, without becoming attached to them. When we practice mindfulness, we develop the ability to recognize our thoughts without letting them control us, be aware of emotions without reacting impulsively, experience life fully, appreciating even the smallest details. The Buddha described mindfulness as the direct path to enlightenment and peace. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we free ourselves from worries about the past and future. 3. Using the breath as an anchor. One of the simplest ways to cultivate mindfulness is through awareness of breath, anapanasati. The breath is always with us. It is natural, rhythmic, and constant. When we focus on breathing, we bring our attention back to the here and now. Try this. Take a slow, deep breath in. Notice how the air feels as it enters your body. Exhale gently. Feel the tension leaving with your breath. Keep your awareness on the cycle of breathing. If thoughts arise, simply return to the breath. This simple practice helps calm the mind and create inner stability. The Buddha taught that mindful breathing leads to deeper awareness, concentration, and ultimately liberation from suffering. 4. Observing thoughts and emotions without attachment. One of the biggest obstacles to peace is our identification with thoughts and emotions. We often believe that we are our thoughts. I am not good enough. I need to be successful to be happy. If I don't achieve this, I will fail. But in reality, thoughts are just mental events. They come and go like clouds in the sky. We do not have to follow every thought or believe everything our mind tells us. Similarly, emotions like anxiety, anger, or sadness arise and pass. Instead of suppressing them or acting on them, we can observe them with mindfulness. Buddhist wisdom teaches, if a thought arises, acknowledge it but don't hold on to it. If an emotion appears, let it flow without resisting it. If a worry surfaces, see it for what it is, a passing cloud in the sky of the mind. When we practice this, we develop inner freedom. We realize that peace does not come from eliminating thoughts and emotions but from not being controlled by them. 5. Letting go. The path to true peace. The ultimate key to peace is letting go of attachment to desires, fears, expectations, and the need for control. The Buddhist teachings emphasize, clinging to the past leads to regret. Worrying about the future leads to anxiety. Letting go of both leads to peace. Letting go does not mean indifference. It means accepting things as they are rather than how we wish them to be. When we release attachment, we experience life as it unfolds with openness and clarity. Peace is already here. Peace is not found in external circumstances. It is not in material success, relationships, or future achievements. It is within us in this very moment. By practicing mindfulness, breath awareness, and letting go, we awaken to the deep sense of calm that has always been present. Letting go to achieve true happiness. Many people misunderstand the idea of letting go. They think it means giving up, being indifferent, or not caring about anything. But in Buddhism, letting go does not mean abandonment. It means freeing the mind from attachment to material things, status, and control. True happiness comes when we release our grip on the things that weigh us down. The Buddha taught that clinging to possessions, desires, or even certain beliefs leads to suffering. The more we try to hold on, the more we suffer when things change or slip away. In this article, we will explore why letting go is the key to true happiness and how we can practice detachment in our daily lives. 1. Understanding the nature of attachment. Why do we struggle to let go? Because our minds are conditioned to believe that happiness comes from holding on to things, whether it's wealth, relationships, success, or even past experiences. But Buddhism teaches that everything is impermanent, anicca. Nothing lasts forever. Yet, we try to resist this truth, and this resistance creates suffering. For example, we attach ourselves to possessions, fearing that losing them will make us unhappy. We cling to relationships, fearing loneliness or change. We hold on to past mistakes or regrets, unable to move forward. We obsess over future outcomes, worrying about things beyond our control. The problem is not the things themselves, it is our attachment to them. The more we depend on external things for happiness, the more we suffer when they change or disappear. 2. Letting go of material attachments. Many people believe that money and success will bring them peace. But even the wealthiest individuals often feel anxious about losing what they have or constantly desire more. The Buddha taught that material wealth is not bad, but attachment to wealth leads to suffering. A rich person may have everything but still feel empty inside. A person chasing luxury may never feel satisfied, always wanting more. Even when we get what we want, we worry about keeping it. The key is balance. We can enjoy material things without letting them control us. How to let go of material attachments. Recognize impermanence. Wealth and status come and go. Nothing lasts forever. Practice gratitude. Appreciate what you have instead of always wanting more. Live simply. The less we depend on material things for happiness, the more peace we feel. The Buddha once said, "The richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who is content with what they have." 3. Letting go of control. Many of us try to control everything. Our future, other people's opinions, or life's outcomes. But this need for control creates constant stress because life is unpredictable. We want others to behave a certain way. We expect life to go according to our plans. We resist change even when it's necessary. The truth is, control is an illusion. No matter how much we plan, life will always be uncertain. When we let go of the need to control, we experience peace. How to let go of control. Accept uncertainty. Understand that life will not always go as planned. Trust the process. Instead of forcing things, allow life to unfold naturally. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, reactions, and inner peace. As the Buddha taught, you only lose what you cling to. 4. Letting go of past and future worries. Many people live in the past, feeling regret or pain over things that cannot be changed. Others live in the future, worrying about what has not yet happened. Neither brings peace. The only place we can truly live is the present moment. Holding on to the past keeps us trapped in old wounds. Worrying about the future prevents us from enjoying today. Letting go means forgiving, moving forward, and fully embracing the now. How to let go of the past and future. Practice mindfulness. Focus on the present instead of replaying past events or imagining future problems. Forgive yourself and others. Release resentment and regret. Trust in the present. The only real moment is the one you are experiencing now. The Buddha said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." 5. The freedom and joy of letting go. Letting go does not mean we stop caring. It means we stop suffering over things we cannot control. It means we find peace in the present, rather than seeking happiness in what we possess or expect. When we let go, we experience more freedom, no longer controlled by external circumstances. More peace, free from worries about the past and future. More happiness, finding joy in simplicity in the present moment. Happiness is not about having more, it's about needing less. When we let go, we make space for clarity, love, and true contentment. Let go and be free. Life becomes lighter when we stop holding on so tightly. Letting go is not about losing, it's about gaining freedom. We do not need to control everything. We do not need to cling to material things. We do not need to be trapped in past regrets or future worries. Following Buddhist wisdom for inner peace. In today's fast-paced world, many people struggle to find inner peace. We often seek happiness in material success, relationships, or achievements, believing that external things will bring us lasting fulfillment. However, according to Buddhist teachings, true peace does not come from the outside world. It comes from within. To achieve a calm and stable mind, we must learn to practice meditation, compassion, and letting go of excessive desires. In this article, we will explore how to follow Buddhist wisdom to cultivate a peaceful, balanced, and awakened mind. 1. Meditation. The path to a steady mind. One of the most powerful Buddhist practices for achieving inner peace is meditation. Dhyana. Meditation helps us calm the mind and reduce stress. Observe thoughts without attachment. Develop clarity and wisdom. The Buddha often compared the mind to a lake. When the water is disturbed, it becomes cloudy and restless, making it difficult to see clearly. But when the water is still, it reflects reality as it is. Similarly, when our minds are overwhelmed with worries, distractions, and negative emotions, we cannot see life clearly. How to practice meditation for inner peace. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and relax your body. Focus on your breath. Observe the natural rhythm of your inhalation and exhalation. Let thoughts come and go. Do not try to suppress them. Simply watch them without attachment. Be patient. Inner peace does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process. As the Buddha said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Meditation teaches us that we do not have to be controlled by our emotions. When we train the mind, we can face life's ups and downs with calmness and wisdom. 2. Practicing compassion to lighten the heart. Another essential teaching of Buddhism is compassion, karuna. Compassion is not only about being kind to others, it is also about being kind to ourselves. When we are caught up in anger, resentment, or judgment, our minds become heavy and restless. Holding on to negative emotions is like carrying a hot coal. It burns us more than anyone else. How compassion brings inner peace, reduces anger and hatred. When we let go of resentment, we free ourselves. Strengthens relationships. We connect with others through understanding and kindness. Creates a sense of purpose. Helping others gives life deeper meaning. Ways to cultivate compassion. Practice loving kindness meditation, metta meditation. Wish happiness and peace for yourself and others. Forgive and let go. Do not hold on to grudges. Understand that everyone is doing their best with their level of awareness. Be mindful of your words and actions. Speak and act with kindness. Help others selflessly. True compassion is given without expecting anything in return. The Buddha said, hatred does not cease by hatred but only by love. This is the eternal rule. When we cultivate a heart full of compassion, we feel lighter, freer, and more at peace with ourselves and the world. 3. Letting go of excessive desires. One of the main causes of suffering, according to Buddhism, is attachment and craving, tanha. We often believe that if we achieve more, earn more, or acquire more, we will finally be happy. But the more we crave, the more restless we become. The Buddha taught that desires are like a bottomless pit. No matter how much we try to fill them, they are never satisfied. A person who seeks wealth always wants more. A person who chases fame is never content. A person attached to relationships fears loss. How to let go of excessive desires. Recognize impermanence, anicca. Nothing lasts forever. Clinging to temporary things only leads to suffering. Be content with what you have. Gratitude brings more peace than constantly wanting more. Detach from external validation. Do not let your happiness depend on what others think. Live simply. The less you need, the more freedom you have. The Buddha once said, "You only lose what you cling to." True peace comes when we stop chasing things outside of ourselves and instead focus on nourishing the inner self. For accepting life as it is, many people struggle with anxiety and stress because they constantly fight against reality. They wish things were different, hold on to the past, or worry about the future. However, Buddhism teaches us to embrace life as it is, rather than as we want it to be. How to accept life and find peace. Stop resisting change. Life is always evolving. Resisting it only creates suffering. Trust the flow of life. Everything happens for a reason. Learn from each experience. Focus on the present moment. The past is gone and the future is uncertain. The only place we can truly live is now. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. When we accept life as it is, we experience freedom from unnecessary worries and a deep sense of peace. 5. Awakening to true happiness. Many people believe happiness comes from external success, relationships, or material wealth. But these things are temporary and always changing. True happiness comes from awareness, wisdom, and inner balance. Steps to awakening inner peace. Practice daily mindfulness. Stay present in everything you do. Detach from things beyond your control. Peace comes when we stop trying to control the uncontrollable. Cultivate wisdom, prajna. Understand the nature of life and yourself. Serve others selflessly. True happiness comes from giving, not taking. The Buddhist teachings help us realize that peace is not something we find. It is something we create within ourselves. A peaceful mind, a happy life. Achieving inner peace is not about escaping life. It is about learning how to live with clarity, compassion, and wisdom. Through meditation we calm the mind. Through compassion we open the heart. Through letting go we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Which Buddhist teaching has helped you the most on your journey to inner peace? Share your thoughts in the comments. Conclusion. Through Buddhist wisdom, we have explored the key principles that lead to inner peace and true happiness. Let's take a moment to summarize the 5 powerful lessons. Material wealth and fame cannot bring lasting peace. True happiness comes from within, not from external achievements. Meditation helps calm the mind. A steady mind allows us to face life's challenges with wisdom and clarity. Compassion lightens the heart. By letting go of anger and resentment, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Letting go of excessive desires leads to freedom. The more we cling, the more we suffer. The less we need, the more we are at peace. Accepting life as it is brings deep contentment. When we stop resisting change and embrace the present moment, we find true serenity. These teachings are not just theories, they are practical tools that can transform our daily lives. If you start practicing even one of these lessons, you will begin to see a remarkable shift in your mindset, emotions, and overall well-being. Now it's your turn. Which of these lessons resonates with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Try applying these practices in your life and you will experience a profound transformation. Inner peace is not a distant dream, it is within your reach. If you found this message valuable, support us by liking this video, sharing it with others who may need this wisdom, subscribing to the channel for more insights on mindfulness and happiness. Together, let's create a more peaceful, awakened, and fulfilled life. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.